This video is brought to you by CapBeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats.
Hey guys, what is up? Back with another video. Hope everyone is having a great day today. Today we have another top 5 list, and I know how you guys love these top 5 lists. They're some of your favorite videos. You let me know every single time I do them. And today we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 basketball sneakers to play in right now, in my opinion. Now keep in mind, to make it on this list, number 1, the shoe has to be available at the majority of in-store locations right now. It can't be something that you might be able to find at a Nike outlet or you might be able to find on sale online. It has to be something that's on shelves. Number 2, it has to be something that I've played in. And then the qualities and quantities that I'm looking for in these sneakers is how good do I like them and how much do they cost. If there's my favorite shoe ever but it costs $500, it's not going to make this list because no one's going to be able to afford them. So I'm choosing shoes that are both really good and really affordable. But that's enough of me talking, guys. So if you do enjoy this style of video, make sure to hit that like button. And without further ado, let's get into number 5. So number 5 on the list is these guys right here, the Under Armour Curry 2. I haven't played in this particular colorway. This one is still dead stock, but I have played in this model, and it's a very good basketball shoe. The only things I don't like about it is the ankle collar is a little bit flimsy and it just feels strange. It doesn't compromise the ankle lockdown because that's all supplied by this plastic heel cup here. It just feels strange when wearing them. There's not a great amount of cushion in them, except for a light player and any sort of guard that likes to be low to the ground. That's actually going to be good for you. Like, I don't weigh that much. I weigh $170, and I don't really need that impact protection that a bigger player might need. So this is fine for me. Low to the ground players are going to love it. The lockdown is very nice. The traction is actually amazing. These big teeth herringbone traction. It works beautifully. So number 5 would have to be the Under Armour Curry 2 at only like $120. It's a very affordable model as well as far as like top of the line basketball shoes go. And I think that a lot of people are really enjoying them because I've seen tons of people wearing them. Number 4 on the list is something that probably no one expected, except this is one of my favorite shoes to play basketball in ever. And they're actually available on shelves now, which is great. And it is the Air Jordan 1 High. This is a great sneaker to play basketball in. This is part of the Yin Yang pack, and these are brand new as well. I haven't played in this colorway, but I have played in the Jordan 1 High Lanies, that yellow and blue colorway, several times. And it's a great basketball sneaker. The traction is amazing. The lockdown is amazing. The only thing I would recommend with them is spend $20 and buy a more comfortable insole, something with a little bit more cushioning, because they do not come equipped with any sort of modern day technology when it comes to cushioning, but the traction and the lockdown is A1 on them, and they're extremely durable as well because of this nice leather upper that they have. They're not going to like rip on you. They're not going to fall apart on you. The leather is going to last a long time, and it requires little to no break-in time as well, which is a great thing. But the traction on an Air Jordan 1 will be surpassed by very few basketball sneakers. I would really recommend it. Number 4 on the list. Number 3 on the list, moving into more of a traditional pair of Nikes, or a new pair of Nikes I should say, far from traditional, is the Nike KD9. And this is a really nice pair of shoes. Aesthetically, it looks sort of strange. It's very long. It's because this tongue goes up so high and the rest of the shoe is a very low-cut sneaker. It just makes it look a little bit awkward. But you have a Flyknit upper, you have the full-length Max Zoom, which is very, very comfortable under your foot. The traction is pretty good as well. Like, it's not outstanding. It's not like the Jordan 1 traction, but it's pretty good. And it's very flexible with that big flex groove you have right there. They retail at $150, and they do go on sale. They haven't gone on sale yet, but they will get discounted. Every single Nike basketball shoe does get discounted eventually, unless it's some sort of limited colorway. But I really like these. Make sure you buy your correct size when purchasing these though, because if you don't get the correct size, this ankle collar will not fit properly and you'll experience a lot of slipping inside of them. But if you guys do want to pick these up, or any of the other shoes that you see in this video, there will of course be links in the description like always where you guys can go shop these. But the Nike KD9 is actually a really good basketball shoe and comes in at number 3 on the list. Number 2 on the list is a pair of sneakers that tons of you guys are probably expecting to see on here, and it is indeed the Adidas Crazy Explosive. One of the best basketball sneakers ever produced. I love playing in these. In fact, I would say this is my favorite basketball sneaker that I've ever played in. And you're probably wondering, why is this not number 1? Well, you'll see with number 1. The fact is that these are $150, which for some people is a little bit pricey. And there's a shoe that's almost as good at number 1 that's incredibly cheaper than these. But these are my favorite basketball shoe that I have ever played in. The Primeknit upper is amazing. It forms to your foot, it's reasonably like supportive, it's not crazy supportive, but you don't really need that, especially with my play style. The cushioning is amazing with the full length bounce. Like, look at that, that is beautiful, full length bounce. And then you have this nice neoprene booty inside, which is very plush and provides a lot of cushioning around your ankle, which is something I really like when playing in a pair of basketball sneakers. They're going to be releasing a whole bunch of different colorways of these, some with prime knit at $150 and some without prime knit at a little bit of a cheaper price, I think $135 or something like that. But number 2 has to be these guys, the Adidas Crazy Explosive. Number 1, numero uno, the best basketball sneaker that you guys can purchase right now, in my opinion, has to be the Adidas DeRose 6. This shoe is great. It's just a tiny bit less great than the Crazy Explosive, except they are still amazing. Once again, you have boost cushioning, which is great. The traction is pretty good as well. The durability is very good. I've played in these for 5 months, give or take, and there's little to no signs of wear on them, which is always a positive when spending money on basketball sneakers. And speaking of spending money, you can get these for like $60 to $80, no problem. They are ridiculously discounted right now, which is what makes them number 1 on the list. $60 to $80 for a basketball shoe that is this good is almost a crime. Like, you're stealing these at that point. It should be illegal. You have amazing ankle padding right there. You have amazing lockdown. The cushioning is always going to be great with that boost, and there's just so many things to love about this pair of sneakers, which is why I put the Adidas DeRose 6 as the number 1 spot on the list. Now, there are sneakers that I didn't put on this list, like the Crazy Light Boost, the DeRose 7, the Nike Kyrie 2, the Hyperdunk 2016, and other stuff like that, simply because I personally have not played in them and cannot give you my honest opinion on them. Even though I might be able to guess what the performance is like, I do not know what it's like for a fact, so I kept them off the list. But if you guys do agree with some of the sneakers on the list, let me know down in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, please hit that like button. I'm going to be back tomorrow with a brand new video, so until then, peace.